Good afternoon everyone, welcome back to my home cafe. And this afternoon, in the second instalment of our videos for the Nespresso vertuo lattissima, is to do a first rinse with the unit to prime the fluid through the system. So we've been through and washed all our components. We've washed out the tank at the back and rinsed it, and we've washed the milk carafe components and rinsed them and dried them off, which was part of what we had to do. So the next step in the process for us was to so we've plugged it into the wall, we have power to the unit. So our next step in the process is to start the machine up, so simply by pressing the button on the top, and this will flash for a few seconds until it's ready to go. And then it's just a matter of putting a vessel or a jug, something that'll hold the amount of water to prime it. So if you may notice we've got the carafe off it. Now and the water tank is filled to the maximum in the tank. Okay, so right, we're all flashed. The white light is now steady, so we can begin to fill to do the priming. So we'll be back in a sec. Okay, right, we have our jug. Just something to hold the water down the next. Oh, we've left it for too long, so we've got to start it back up again. So let's get it going again. Oh, there we go. Oh, she's gone straight into it. So simply just press the cut button, which is the power button, 3 times consecutively within 2 seconds, and the orange light should turn orange, start flashing, and then start priming the machine. So let's go. There we go. Yep. So it fired up the machine, right? It flashed. The white light flashed, getting us into the settings mode. Now it's starting to prime. The cut symbol on the top, which is the power button, has gone to orange, and it's flashing steadily. So priming the unit nicely. So this will probably go for a few times until the sequence is finished, and it will stop automatically, and then the white light will, the power button will go back to the white symbol. And the next thing that we'll need to do is hard water soft or water hard test, and that will govern how often the machine will need to be descaled. We'll let this go, let this do its business while it's doing that. We'll just let him go. Like this might keep going for a few more seconds, or for a bit longer. So when the sequence is finished, we will come back and we'll do our next step. Okay, Well, that's it finished. So she's used about half, maybe 500 ml of the of the litre tank, and the little white light on top has now returned to the steady position. So we're ready for so now it's ready to brew our coffee. And the second part of the first use was to wash out the carafe system, which we have already done. So that's that section completed. I'll now get things ready for the water test. Water test. Now I've got a glass of water here straight from the tap. So then we'll use the test kit to determine our water hardness, and then we will go into to set that. So we'll be back shortly. Okay, so we've dipped our test strip into the water. I only did it for a second. Now it's just a matter of waiting for a minute for the coloured squares to come fully highlighted. Now, depending on the level of water hardness, so if you end up with like all 4 red squares, then there is a sequence in the manual which gives you the idea as to which buttons to press to set the hardness. So we've given that quite a bit of time. So it looks like we've got maybe 1.5 squares. So I'd say we could probably round that off at 2, and I'll give that a little bit longer. And while we're waiting for that to go, I have had previous Vertuo machines. I've had the Vertuo Plus, then went on to the Vertuo Next, and now we're looking at the Vertuo lattissima. There has been quite a bit of talk and questions through some of the consumers about all sorts of leakage problems and bits and pieces like that. But I myself have never had any problems with any of the machines I've used. So I think this being the later model, if they have had a few issues with it, let's certainly hope that they've rectified it. But time will tell. Time will tell with that. So okay, on saying that, our strip has now gone full turn, and we have 2 red squares. Okay, so that's determined our level. So the next step we need to do is to enter into the settings menu to select our symbols or our sequence to set the hardness level. So we'll be back in a tick. Right, and we're back. So we have the machine turned on. So we're going to go by the book with this one. So what we do first off is to gain entry into the settings menu. Is we simply, or for the water hardness, is press and hold the milk foam button, and the corresponding red lights, the descaling lights and the clean lights for the machine start flashing, which they have done. So then, according to our table, we then press our corresponding button. Right. But you've only got a few seconds before that cuts out. So we've just missed out on that one. So what we need to do is we'll have a look at. All right, two red symbols on the strip, which is what we have. We will be pressing the cappuccino button, and then that will determine our water level. So we will do that again. We've got the unit on. Press and hold the button. It then goes into its sequence. Press the cappuccino button. The 2 of them blink. So that's the cappuccino one, the latte macchiato button. Press that one again, and then that should, yep, there we go. We've now, it's all set. So after our orange lights had come on, we pressed the cappuccino symbol on the machine. Then both of them, both the latte macchiato and the cappuccino symbol were flashing. We then pressed the cappuccino button a second time, and then once it had saved the program, the white light has now come back on steady. So that being done, that's determined our water hardness. Now that is set for the duration of using the machine. Now what will happen is the more coffees that you make with the machine, depending on how quick the descaling light comes up. Now the descaling light is the one at the back of the machine, and it has its own little symbol, which is illustrated in the manual. So that being done, we've primed our machine ready to prepare our coffee. We've set our water hardness. So in the next video, I will be doing our my first drink. I may do both. Well, in fact, I probably will do both. I'll do a black coffee, and then we will do a milk-based drink as well, and we'll explain the phone button at the back, and then as well as that, the coffee pods that we got given in the sample pack. We will go through those and see what we have and see what we can use. So on that note, if you like the video, please hit the like button, and by all means leave a comment if you like, or a question, and I'll try and answer it for you. And its machine has just turned itself off, so it does have automatic shut off. So yes, and if you do enjoy these videos, or you get any help from it, please do subscribe to the channel. We're still looking for some new people. We're always looking to help people as well. And hit the subscribe button and the notification bell for future uploads. And thank you to my subscribers that have joined us. And as usual, on that note, thank you for watching.